Hello everyone and welcome to Canteen Cup. My name is Scott and I wanted to show you the new addition to my family. Meet Obi-wan, as in Obi-Wan Kenobi, except he is just Obi-Wan. This is my new puppy. He's about 8.5 weeks old and I wanted to show him to you a little bit. Look at the size of those paws. He is an AKC. And if you notice on the back, we have the distinctive ridge. He is a Rhodesian Ridgeback. And he is a good looking puppy. And he is mine. Alright, let me see if I can switch this to me now. Alright everybody, well I am back and I wanted to share with you my puppy. He is a AKC registered Rhodesian Ridgeback. I got him from a church member who raises them. He is the runt. And he's a big dog. But he's going to be a big dog, and I picked the runt. I kind of like runts. But I picked him for 3 or 4 reasons. And before I go into why I picked him over other dogs, is he is going to be a service dog for me, and he's going to help me with some of my PTSD issues, which aren't bad, but the dog will definitely help. So I'm going to train him to be a service dog as he gets a little older. Right now he's just kind of free ranging and being a puppy. I'm keeping an eye on him because he is on carpet in the house, on our porch, and you know how puppies are. But he's going to be a service dog. So the first thing that this particular breeder does a Volhard puppy personality test. That's a series of tests that they do with puppies to help determine, you know, what their aptitudes are. And he came from a litter of 11, and of the 11, 4 of the dogs tested well for service, him being one. He was the runt, and then also the largest male was also. Yeah, I'm gonna grab him real quick. Come here, you. Yeah. Oh, come here. There we go. Look at that face. Jesus, good boy. And but 4 of them tested well for service dogs, and the breeder gave me first choice of those 4 for service dogs, since I am going to train him to be one. So why did I pick Obi? Well, Obi had a couple traits I liked. One trait that I liked is whenever I called him, every time he would come to me. Some of the other dogs wouldn't. Every time, another thing is every time when I picked him up, he would lick my face. And another thing that he did, all right, easy, there you go. All right. Another thing is that he got along with my other dog, who was about an 8-year-old boxer. And while Buster's a very good dog, I love him very much, he was a rescue dog, so he came with some of his own baggage, which isn't bad, but it's enough that he would not make a good rescue dog. So so while I like Buster, I needed another dog that I can better use as a service dog. But my third criteria was that this dog and my dog Buster were almost immediate pals. And of the 4 dogs, he was the only one that actually went palling around with Buster. I brought Buster to the interview when I went to select my puppy, and so I wanted to see how they all interacted. The other ones ran away from Buster, and he's a very loving dog. And this one went, you know, said, the heck with you guys, I'm going with this one. And so that's why I picked them. And the 2 of them get along very well with each other. They sleep together. They sleep, well, the puppy sleeps on top of Buster sometimes, but that's, and they play. And so I like the puppy. He's smart. He really is a pretty smart dog. I think he's going to be really smart as he grows and matures. Like I said, right now he's 8.5 weeks old. He is well on his way to being completely potty trained, housebroken, however you want to call it. And he's working real well. He's a puppy, and so he does make mistakes. Doesn't quite have it, but I will tell you this: he sleeps the whole night. I can't fight with that. And he sleeps the whole night. In the morning, I take him out. He does his business. I bring him in. I feed him. And then a little while, I take him out, and he usually goes again. I think sometimes where he makes his mistakes is he gets excited and gets to playing, and then he forgets that he has to do something, and then it's like, oh, I got to go now. But other than that, he's doing real well. Right now, I'm watching the two of my dogs get along together. So I'm not sure how big he's going to be. Like I said, he was the runt, but I am going to guess and say he's going to be in the 60 to 80 pound range. He could go bigger. He could go larger. His biggest brother looks like he's going to go about $120. But I didn't like that. I liked the way the dog looked. The dog really looked good. But he was lethargic and was kind of listless. This dog, when I start training him, which, I'm giving him a week or so just to kind of, get used to the routine in the house and see if I can get him well on his way to being housebroken before I start really, going into training. I did order him a little patrol vest, and when I get that, I'll shoot a little video, but he's going to learn young, that he gets a patrol vest, and that means it's time to go to work. And so I think it's going to be fun. I got both my dogs on the patio now. They're just kind of resting. It's a little hot today, so they don't like to romp and frolic too much outside. Anyhow, that's all I really have. I wanted to introduce the dog. If you all are interested, I do have a podcast. It's called Canteen Cup. I'm starting a new series talking about my PTSD, and I hope that, my hope is that I can help others with PTSD to help deal with it. I'm not a psychologist. I'm not a psychiatrist. I'm just, telling you what I do, and you can apply or not apply as you see fit. But if you need help, go get help. That's one of the biggest things we sit there and say is that we don't need help, and we do. And then once you get the help, you say, why didn't I do this before? But this video is not about that. It's about my pup, my Obi-wan. And so, anyhow, you all stay safe and stay secure out there. We'll see you.